Hello, hello, and welcome. We're continuing off from where we left off once again. It's gonna have to be kind of a quick stream tonight. I'm gonna do some data mining on stream, but I also want to get a notification going to know that we've actually saved something to the database successfully. So that's what I want to work on real quick. There's a few things I need to change, so we're gonna have to go ahead and do that. If I remember correctly, one of the first things we need to do is team is no longer going to be the case. This is going to be the required team, the required classes. Because if I remember correctly, that's the only thing that matters is the class. The recommended team composition, we're not going to worry too much about that. So we need to know what the class is. We don't care about the recommendation per se. Those are the team recommendations. There's no requirement on this one. Actually, now that I think about it, the only place where classes are actually enforced, I think, are missions. Let me see something. So strange. Or was it for rush missions that I'm thinking of now? I think it's for rush missions that I'm probably referring to. Yeah. For rush missions. Level 8. Let me see something. Yeah, that's why. Okay, so rush missions are a specific class, but if you play a mission, there are no class restrictions. Okay, that's good to know. I've got to rethink this carefully now. Because you can't rush story missions. And there's obviously recommendations, but that's about it. You can ignore the recommendations and kind of do your own thing. So the only place that this actually matters is if we rush. Wow. Okay. Can't believe I didn't pick that up sooner. Okay, so let me just confirm once more that there's no requirements anywhere else. Because doing a normal play, yeah, you got recommendations, but you can just ignore those recommendations. Actually, now that I think about it, hold on. Oh, you legitimately can. Welp, I just accidentally started a mission. So team will end up becoming class. It will be a type of array. Title will be class. Description, the required classes for a rushed mission. Okay, so default will be null. Which is fine, just like empty. Max items. 3. Min items. We don't want to add min items now, do we? Because what does it look like currently? Teams. Yeah, and that's a requirement. So I'll remove min item from there. Or maybe I should have a can be rushed. So like a boolean. And then class appears only when you tick that. Maybe that can be an option. Alright, I think we're just gonna have the 3 primary ones, to be honest. Because then that's all we really need. So it's either specialist, what's the other one? Specialist, enforcer, or shadow as the 3 classes. So enforcer, specialist, enforcer, shadow, or specialist. Those are the 3 classes. I don't think I need a title or description. I don't need a title or description, I think. Do we need a boolean? Rushed, maybe. And this needs to change to update as well. This will become class. We just have this as default. Offlight X, hey, how are you doing? Good to see you again. If I want to have this array be empty, I can just do default null, can't I? And then change class type string, enum, what was it again? Enforcer, shadow, and specialist. There we go. So then those are the three that you require, and then before that we need a boolean. Actually, maybe we add the boolean afterwards, because then we have solo, pacifist, and then rushed. Rushed is the very last thing. So rush, boolean default false, and then after rush is class, because if we tick the boolean, then we'll get to fill out class. But if boolean is false, we don't get class. That guy, right? How you been? I'm just trying to get these things to work. I'm gonna make quite a big change here, and it scares me because I need to nest this inside of a what is going on here now? I've already messed something up. There we go. So there's class. This needs to be inside of a, what was it called again? It was a specific thing. It was wasn't an enum, it was a dependency. Yeah, it was a dependency. There we go. I want to see how we write a dependency. Oh, I remember. JSON schema. It was in one of the previews. Let's see. Nope. Playground. There we go. I need the dependencies part. It was schema dependencies. And that looked something like dependencies. So we have a dependencies, then the name of the thing that needs to trigger it. Do we have credit card prior to that? Properties, simple properties, type string, name, and credit. Oh, there's credit card. Yeah, so name of the thing, properties, and then, okay, got it. And that needs to be added when? At the end of the, wait, where? Oh, I thought it would end here. What is the end of this? It needs to be inside of, oh, the object. Okay, gonna have to play around with this and see if we can get it working. Yikes. Okay, Okay, so not in there. After this, I guess. Oh, that's the entire thing. That's rewards. Don't want to be inside of that. That's definitions. Hold on. Where does definitions end? There. There's the schema, there's the properties. There, it needs to be inside of this. And that ends where? Okay, that ends there. So does it need to be inside of it? Yeah, it has to be inside of it. Okay, so we do a comma over here, and then we do dependencies. And not credit card. This is going to be rush. Do I have rush? Did I add rush? No, I didn't. Okay, so we're going to copy pacifist. Oh, come on. So we're going to copy pacifist, and it's going to be a type boolean. Title is going to be rush. This is going to be rush. Can the mission be rushed? Not that you'll ever see that. Default false. Cool. Then class needs to be fully removed. And then inside of that dependency rush properties, now we need this. It should look like that. So class. There we go. Required. What was billing address before? Was that, okay, that's the name of the thing. So required class. There we go. So if you tick it, if true, I don't know if it's going to work for checkboxes though, that's the problem. But I guess we're going to find out now, one way or another. Oh, it's not running right now, is it? Client, terminal, npm start. Okay, it should be running now. Come on. Jeez, it takes ages to start up. Starting my ass. But once it starts, it's fine. Like everything just works then. Hey, there we go. Okay, so unsupported field schema for field route dependent, unknown field type undefined. What? Should dependencies not be part of it? It should be. That should be fine. Dependencies. Rush. Let's just check the example. It was dependencies, then credit card. Credit card's already inside there as a property. It's all part of the simple object. Outside the properties though. Which I think we've... oh, hold on. Oh, that's for the different one. This one. That has all our properties. So it should be outside that apparently. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why? I mean, we can try. See what happens. No harm in trying. Oh yeah, that seemed to work. Okay, it just doesn't open anything up though when we hit rush. I think it expects a value. If rush wasn't a boolean... oh, you know why? They had this on a tick. They had this. So it should be based on the dependencies. One of. No, but it should just work as a checkbox. Wait, what? What were they linking to? Property dependencies? No! It doesn't exist. Property dependencies, oh. So after the required, you need to add dependencies, but we don't have a required. So you have billing address. Wait, how does that work? How does that work? Billing address. Is that a definition? Oh, there's billing address. Oh, never mind. Billing address only. Okay, cool. I see what's happening. So we have nothing there. I want to see if I change rush to a type string and I add something in it. Will it appear then? Oh, there you go. Damn, that sucks. It only appears when so these don't trigger it, the true or false. If I change it to a boolean, default false, Dependencies, rush, properties. So rush needs to... Wait, what if I set the default to null? Will that maybe work? Oh, that doesn't do anything. And if I change it to false, it hides it. Wait, what? Now it doesn't hide it anymore? What? It was just hidden. What is going on? Can the mission be rushed? Default false. Rush. Okay, that's just weird. I don't know how it's persisting now. But it is, somehow. What if I don't set a default to it? Okay, now it's disappeared. Oh, there you go, but now it will appear. But will it persist? Okay, maybe that's a solution. Don't set a default. But when you tick it, it will appear. You obviously just can't untick it. And then that will have class. And then inside of class, you should have Enforcer, Shadow, Specialist. If you're rushing the mission. Okay, that works. We just need to add some padding underneath this button. I don't think I was expecting it. No one expects the magical button. That's just weird that it was doing that, but okay, I'm not going to question that. I think this is the best that we're going to get it. Can the mission be rushed? And then class becomes required. So a question about the trolling and discrimination rules. Isn't it discrimination against trolls to limit the trolls trolling? Possibly. But you know, we treat everyone fairly and discriminate equally, so troll or not troll, everyone is forced to deal with the discrimination of the rules. And the rules of the discrimination. If that makes any sense to you, CyberGig. Okay, so class is required. Rush is not required. And we're not going to set a default, otherwise it breaks. Wait, let me check one more time. So if I set a default of false, class appears, which is not what we want. That was me being a troll, by the way, not a serious question. Oh, that was me being a troll in response to you, by the way, and I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How about you? I'm just trying to get this form to kind of work the way I wanted to. There was a new bit of information that I realized I needed, but it's not optional. So now when you tick this rush button, you should get the information that is needed for the rushed class. Unfortunately, you can't unhide it, but I mean, if you ticked it, you kind of needed it, right? And you're not going to randomly do this. So I'm going to accept that for now. It's either that or permanently display it. So, so you're doing a React JS app? Yeah, pretty much. I need to add some padding under this with the submit button, because unfortunately no padding is being added. So we can easily do that though. That's the icon. Does the button have... Oh, classes.button, but we don't have a class here for button, so we're just gonna do button. Margin dot, let's do margin top theme dot spacing. We could try a 1. Hold on, what am I missing? Oh, why am I doing that? That's dumb. It says React app? Really? Where does it say that? Oh! Sorry. You look at the default create React app, yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Why not do PHP or ASP? Because I'm not familiar with those languages. I guess that would be the only reason. Alright, here we go. Submit button has some space now. It's not enough though. I mean, just barely. So let's maybe add a theme spacing of 3, 2 maybe? Give it a bit more spacing. There you go. That's a bit better. That looks good. Okay, I can deal with that now. The next thing that I needed to do was take out XP. I don't want to do that now. It's going to be so annoying, but I kind of have to do it now. Okay, we need to make a new... Under rewards. So under rewards we need a new property. Before guaranteed, maybe. We're gonna have XP. Type. String. Was this string? Were the other ones just strings? We had objects, we had number. I think it's just string. I think it's literally just a string. But we've never had a string before. Oh no, never mind. It's an object. What am I saying? It's a type object. Title is going to be XP. Description is amount of XP earned completing mission. Let's see what else. Properties, right? We need some properties in this object, don't we? We need wait, is it an object now that I think about it? XP dot count. Yeah, so maybe we just have count. So count is gonna be a type number, and it is going to be required default. Do we set a default for it? I guess we can. Default 0. And then after that, required count. Well, actually required XP. But no, it's count that's required inside of it. Trying to find out where to put my laptop now. I put up a fourth monitor before I went to a doctor's appointment. Jeez. That's wonderful. What do you do with all the monitors? No? XP, amount of XP earned count 0. Actually, it's not an object that we need. We literally just need XP, and it's just going to be a type number and default 0. LOL. Hold on. What did I undo? The default. Let's fix this. Type is going to be a number. Title XP. Description yes. Default 0. And then afterwards we're going to slap the required over there. And that should be good. Where's this coming from? Hold on. What am I missing? That's the properties. Oh, that's not good. There you go. So now we should still be in there. We have XP. We have guaranteed. And we're going to want this somewhere else, to be honest. Some storyboarding. Oh, nice. Stream indie, video game develop, Blender, 3D work, 2D work. Nice. So have the monitors for workspace and place to put stuff for reference if need be. That and chat, yeah, I can imagine. I only have 2 monitors, and I actually only end up working on one because I have a whole lot of other stuff on my second one. Here we go, here's XP. Good. So now we have XP, and we needed coins as well. XP and coins are the 2 things that you always end up earning by default. Let me just make sure the order, because I'm very... Okay, XP and then coins, yeah. Because that never changes, that's pretty static. Extra monetary real estate actually helps loads, yeah, tell me about it. So you working on any interesting projects? So right now this is not required. No, it's not. So if I slap in XP to that, I think it should become required. I don't see it as required though. Am I missing something? Weird. Huh. XP. Is it not called XP? Oh, that will explain it. It's a separated list like that. Wait, no, that's from an enum. Isn't required one entire string? Hold on. Required? Oh no, it is like that. Never mind. That was why it wasn't working then. Should be working now. 3D wise, a game that I'm working on, as well as a 3D asset diner set? Okay. Fork, spoon, knives, bows, rigged, unrigged, and animated. Oh wow, so you do a whole lot of other things. Animation as well, that's pretty cool. Wait, if XP is defaults to 0, I don't think it needs to be required then, does it? That's a waste. So we're gonna have XP, and what's the other one? It's gonna be coins. So we're just gonna make a copy of this, and we're gonna call it coins, and it's gonna be a number as well, and the title is gonna be coins, amount of coins earned for completing the mission. Amount of coins earned, amount of XP earned. Oh, I guess it's the same as above, right? For completing the mission. Kinda have to learn all of it if you're solo working on a project. Yeah, that is true, man. I don't know where I'd begin with that. Like programming is one thing, animations. It would be kind of cool though, because then I could do my own things with meshes for my Skyrim mods. Because right now the meshes absolutely suck. So we don't need required. We just have XP and coins, and then let's look at our mission. What is? Oh, we had to change this, didn't we? Mission no longer has the rewards. Well, it has rewards, but now inside of rewards it needs XP, and that is gonna look something like type thingy required blah blah. Oh, so literally just type number, huh? Type number. And coins pretty much the same. Coins, type number. Is it that simple? Is that all I need? Type number. Oh, right, we need default. Default. That's not how you spell default. Default 0. Wait, does that look the same as this? Why does it look so different? Why is it nesting them? Just want to double check. So open bracket, type number, required. Oh, never mind, it is the same. Okay. Are you wanting to do a decimal? You mean a decimal number? Because it could be Boolean? No, just XP. Oh, but I see what you mean. 0 could be treated as, yeah, Boolean. Yeah. So I'll just have default null, I guess. No, so that would be empty, which should never really be the case, but maybe I should make it required. No, I said because some missions maybe won't reward XP in the future, maybe, I don't know. Or coins. Maybe it won't reward coins. Again, I wouldn't know, so maybe defaulting to null will be the safer choice. Yeah, definitely not 0, you're right about that. Because it would equate to a Boolean. Damn, so all my default zeros here should technically be null instead of 0? Or FlightX, what do you think about that? Where I default to 0. Should I change them all to null? For non-booleans? For number types? Then again, I'm wondering if that will be an issue. Yeah, it does weird things with it. I'm just trying to think the use case of what I'm going to use it in. If I'm going to display it. If enemy is greater than 0, when will I ever treat it as a boolean though? If it's a number, the type is a number, it coerces it to a number, so we know it's a number, it expects a number. 0 is technically a valid number, no? I don't think there's an issue having it with 0. Because worst case I'll obviously know. It should never be 0. But yeah. So XP and coins, and then the rewards after that. And then our class is Enforcer Shadow Specialist, default null, because for that it may never exist. So that's fine, default null. Could always test to see if you need to switch to null. Yeah, true, later on if I need to. And I can easily do it. But I shouldn't, because my only use case will be displaying that very number in a different area. That's what my use case will be. Default 0, default 0. Okay, that's fine. So XP and coins. We're good to go. There you go. XP and coins, both 0, 0. Great. Now, can it be rushed? Cool. Now that that's done, I need to access my database. And then we can do some data mining, the old-fashioned way. Copy pasting. Yay! My favorite. Doesn't that sound like fun? What do you use for database? MongoDB. One thing though. I'm gonna have to probably wipe the one record I have in the database, because now that things have changed, I have to do a test and see what it's gonna look like. And I really hope I did things right, because I don't have to input it again. I mean, I could technically update the database manually by hand, but I also want to see what will happen. And it was just one entry anyway. This is why I didn't go crazy and data mine. Interesting, interesting. So that's the reward. And that's the team. So let's go ahead and create... Let's do a mission. Let's do one. You guys can join me, shall we? Let's have some fun. Let's data mine. Let's go. So... Which TV Inc? Hey, how's it going? How you doing? Hey, we can rush missions now. God damn it. This account's still part of a tutorial, so now I'm forced to do what I need to do here. Let's see, what does it want me to use? Okay, I can use whatever, that's fine. Cool, tutorial, I get it, it's fine. You don't need to hold my hand. Okay, I think we're good. So we did mission 1 yesterday. We're gonna do mission 2 now. Firstly, can it be rushed? Well, yeah, it can be if you actually complete the mission 1 time. We're gonna need our stealth. Yeah, we're gonna need these 3 guys to determine, can we stealth, can we assassinate, and can we disarm traps? So now I'm gonna show you guys how I data mine. It's fun when you have to do it by hand, huh? Okay, so the first thing I always do, we look ahead, right? So we need to see, can any of these enemies be assassinated or stealthed by or otherwise avoided? And as you can see, currently we can't. There's no way for us to avoid these enemies. So what we do is Oh, I should probably have filled this. We can fill it back in the beginning. So what that means is under enemies, unavoidable, we're going to leave a 2 there. Because these 2 are unavoidable, we can't stealth them, we can't do anything. So we're going to have to fight them. But luckily it should be easy enough. We just like throw a knife at their head. Oh, I forgot to say level 4 character. I'm so used to my high level account. I was having an issue syncing my data, otherwise I would have used my main account. But hopefully Ubisoft gets back to me with the support ticket I created. Isn't this fun now? Now I have to freaking not able to one-shot enemies. Oh my god. Oh, never mind. We have the speed up button. Thank god. It was so annoying. Earlier I didn't have it because I wasn't far enough in the game. Okay, so this is room 1. That's one room so far. We're going to be going into every room. Now I've realized I probably have to reorder this form if I'm going to be doing it this way. Because I need enemies and rooms close together. So rooms, so far that's a 1. Ubisoft support ticket response. Stop your shenanigans. Okay, here we go. So we have a trap. Inside here we have 2 traps that are unavoidable, meaning we can't jump over them. So we can send Hamid in. Shame, he's level 1. I should probably have given him some love. Oh, he actually did it. 41%. Can he do it? Oh, he failed. Can he do it again? Oh, he failed. Come on, one more time. Yes! We have one problem now. Oh, never mind. Okay, anyway, so there were 2 traps there. So under traps that are unavoidable, where's traps? Unavoidable, we stick a 2 there. What's next? We have an enemy in here, so that means 1 can be assassinated. So under assassinations, which is up here, I really need to reorganize this. I've only realized now. Okay, so that's 1 assassination. So we can assassinate 1 enemy, but it still leaves us with another enemy. So that means 1 is unavoidable. So where unavoidable is 2, that becomes 3 now. And this is actually room 2, by the way, because we entered another room. There's so many things I have to keep track of. I've just started doing this now. Okay, so we assassinate this character. Maybe do it like table-like format. Yeah, I'll have to see what works best. And this is room 3, so let's go ahead and change that to a 3. And let's hope I don't freaking die. Jesus. Forgot how hard it is being a low level without items, huh? Okay, this is another room. So this is going to be whatever room plus 1. Oh, and he's got a lockpick, which is great. So this is room 4, and we have chests 1. Great stuff. And what's next? We have yet another room. Do we have any other rooms that we missed? Yeah, there's a room back here. Let's not forget that. Let's go there. Is there an enemy? No, that's just a trap. Why would you enter that room? It's literally trapped. Do you just enter it for the sake of entering it? Okay. Alright, there's another area. So that is a trap that cannot be avoided. So that's 3 unavoidable traps, and we're going to increment rooms to 5. Oh, and then we have another enemy here, and we also have a navigation ability. That's the first that we're using that. So navigation plus 1, room plus 1. There's so many things to keep track of. And we can assassinate him. So that's yet another assassination plus 2. Oh, why'd I enter here? Okay, another trap that can't be avoided. So that's 4 traps. Jesus, places a lot of traps. 4 traps. And yet another room. 7 rooms. Okay, Aguilar. If you fail this, you die. You got a 50-50 chance. That's 1 in 2 chances. Well, you actually won't die, so you're fine. You'll just take a bit of health damage. If this was a high level, he would have died. Okay. Did we increment that room? Yeah, we did. I think you typoed traps. You think so? Oh, do you mean I initially went to enemies and then to traps? Because yeah, I did change that. Then we have another trap here. No! Oh god, they got it in reload because I accidentally clicked on admin. I'm like panicking because I haven't done it before. In side-by-side view on my PC, because I usually play the game on my phone. Okay, so this is a 5th unavoidable trap. And this is yet another room. Where's the rooms? There it is. And please don't fail. Okay, you failed. And guess what? It's another assassination. Yay! So that's 3 assassinate. Wait, he failed? I didn't even see that. Okay, but anyway, that is an assassination. Just, you know, bear the fact he died. Are you serious? Aguilar died. So you're capturing this from your phone? No, I'm emulating. Okay, that was terrible. But I think that's the last room, huh? We cleared them all. So where does that leave us? 1 more room to go, so that will be the 9th room. But I think we're going to get absolutely slaughtered. Let's put some armor on this guy. Hamid, I'm sorry, I probably should have leveled you. I didn't think I'd be playing on a temp account. Okay, so this is the 9th room. And before I do that, I just want to make sure, I think we're good on every front. We had 1 chest, and there were 5 traps. We can assassinate 3 times. And this guy counts as an enemy technically, doesn't he? 3. Oh, I didn't count the assassinations as enemies. They weren't avoidable though, but they were assassinable, so how do we deal with that? That ends up being a 6, doesn't it? With this guy being the 7th enemy that you couldn't assassinate. So there were 7 unavoidable enemies, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just finish this guy off. That was horrible. We let Aguilar die. He let himself die. God damn it. He should be a tank. Okay, so we get 100 XP, 400 coins. Let's go and plug that in. 100, 400. Rewards. We got some wood there. Nice, nice. We got 190 wood. We also got, what was that? That's fabric, I think. That's tier 1 still. Yeah, that's fabric. So we got 5 fabric, and we also got 5 leather scraps. And we're not going to count the potion because the potion came from the chest. So these are the rewards, the mission rewards. And it can be rushed if Aguilar didn't die. Thanks, Aguilar. Appreciate you. So let's go and fill the rest of the information that we forgot to fill out. So mission name, Blade in the Night. Okay, thanks keyboard. Region 1, number 2, level? I think this is still level 1. Yeah. Level 1, cost 5 for loot missions at that level. Yeah. Type, it is a loot mission. Objective, what was the objective? Assassinate? Yeah. Just let me double check. Yeah. So objective is eliminate. And we got all the rewards. We got that done. Completions, you can do 5 a day. We've done the traps. Alarms, there are none. There are 9 rooms. The minimum power required, 190. Can it be soloed? Pretty sure it can. Let's just double check. Yeah, I mean, if Aguilar has a death wish, he can solo it. Can it be done in pacifist mode? No. From what we remember, it cannot be done in pacifist mode because you're forced to kill people. So no pacifist, you can rush it. And to rush it, you will require a specialist as well as a enforcer. There you go. So I think that's everything. Hopefully we filled everything out, and then we should get a response back from our server. Shall we submit? I'm a bit terrified. What if the form resets? Errors. Oh god, there are errors. What are the errors? Required property.team. Team? Team is... Where is team? Oh no. I know what it's... Oh no. No. Okay, let me take the critical information out of here. Which was traps. So I'm going to do it in order of 5 unavoidable. 7 unavoidable enemies. So 5, 7, 1 chest, 3 assassinations, 1 navigation. See, this is why I have to test these things. And 9 rooms. There we go. Now I have to freaking go and remove the silly thing that I have as a required team. Because team is required even though team doesn't exist. Yay. What else now? Name, region, number, level, cost, type, completions, chest, room, power. That should be all. That was literally the only thing we forgot. Wow. Okay, not a problem. We can do a quick sticks again. Blade in the night. Okay, keyboard without fail. Region 1, number 2, level 1, cost 5. Type is a loot mission. Objective is a eliminate. Mission rewards. I should be able to see that from the front. It is 100 XP, 400 coins. The rewards guaranteed are was fabric, yeah, fabric 5 and leather scraps 5, if I'm not mistaken. Double check, yeah, 5. And completions, you can do 5 a day. Traps, so we said unavoidable is 5, unavoidable enemies are 7. Were there any grouped enemies? Actually, there was one grouped, wasn't there? Right in the beginning. There were the 2 of them. Wait, were they grouped? How did I fight them? I can't remember if they were separated. Pretty sure it was grouped. And then there was 3 assassinations, 1 navigation, 9 rooms, 190 power. Can be soloed, can't be done in a pacifist. It can be rushed, but you will need to have a specific class of specialist and enforcer. I swear to god, if you don't post now. Yay. There we go. Didn't I enable course? Oh, you want to know the funny thing? I don't know how it managed to post, because my server's not even online. Oh, that's so funny. I forgot I took it down. Oh, I'm just not in it tonight. Wait, we need to open a console in config. Can I please get a terminal here? pm2 start ecosystem.config.js. Now we'll be able to post to our... Yeah, it would too, I think. Oh, damn. You're right. Didn't I? It would. What? Oh, you're right. God damn it. That's additional rewards. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So I think I'll do fabric. No, it should be wood first. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah. Wood, 190. This needs to change to fabric, 5, and then just add... I'll be way more on the ball tomorrow. There's just a lot that I'm trying to deal with right now. Okay, we should be good now. Now we should get a response from our server, and now it should save to the database. Wait, let's just double check that my server is actually online right now. Yep. I know, it's not much to look at, right? But that's the server. Submit. There we go, and we got a response back. 201 created. Beautiful stuff. So now if I go to my database, which you guys can't see, I'll take a screenshot. Best I can do. Where can I save this? Yeah. Let me entertain you. What? SSDB, and boom. There you go. So this is what's in the database. As you can see, reward array, wood 190, fabric 5, leather scraps 5, XP 100, coins 400. That's beautiful. Traps unavoidable 5, enemies unavoidable 7, grouped 1. I'm pretty sure there is one grouped. Assassination 3. You can assassinate 3 enemies. 1 navigation, you can jump over 1 thing. There are no doors to unlock. Can be soloed. Can't be done in pacifist mode, aka not killing anyone. Can be rushed. And if you're rushing, you'll need a specialist and an enforcer type. The name of the mission, Blade in the Night, region 1, number 2. Level 1, cost 5, type loot. You can do 5 completions, has 9 rooms. Don't worry about the order. That's just how JavaScript objects are ordered in non-ordered method. They're not ordered. Apparently it indexes faster, at least with MongoDB. So I don't know, I'm not gonna worry about that. If I need to access it, it's very easy. I just go item.enemies, item. So mission. So I just do mission, this, and I'll get that. Or just region number, whatever I need, Blade in the Night, and then it'll give me the entire thing. So, yeah, it works. I actually want to do a fake test where we have class rush unticked, sorry. So I'm going to submit again with rush unticked. I'm going to remove these things. So it's going to be blank, and I want to see what happens to the database. Oh, we have an error now. Min items property.class should not have fewer than 1 items. I think it's because it's already out. And what if I have an item like that, but it's null? Will that still trigger an error? Oh, we do. We have multiple errors now. Should be a string, should be equal to 1 of the allowed values. So basically it's looking for one of these things. Okay, so if you accidentally hit that, you're kind of screwed. But yeah, that worked. So let's see what happens if I just go and randomly enter some data, which I'm obviously going to delete. Objectives are required. I'm going to leave everything default. I'm only going to fill things that I absolutely need to fill that are required. Do solo. Submit. We got errors. Why? Guaranteed rewards is a required property. Alright, because you'll always get at least 1 reward. So let's give you 2. Actually, now that I think about it, what if there's only coins and XP, like story missions? Yeah. Now that I think about it. I need to rethink that real quick. Submit, there you go. It's submitted. Let me just check the database now. I just want to see what happens with class. Does it end up being null? Where it is? Where is the 2s? 222s. There it is. So rewards as an array is empty. XP coins. Everything is 0. Objects array clear. Solo true, pacifist false, class array. Okay, so class is there, but it's just an empty array. So I guess, yeah, that's fine. Let me go and delete it. CyberGig, I wonder if you can do a if selected set required value to true, if deselected set required to false. Problem is I'm using JSON schemas and the specific form React JSON schema form. And while it does have dependencies and they work the way it should, for some reason when you untick it, it doesn't undepend itself or whatever it is that it's supposed to do. So if it was an input field, it works beautifully, like I can show you. But the moment it's a Boolean value, it just goes to shit. So watch. If I change rush to a type string, right? Now you're gonna see what I mean. So rush is a string. So if I enter something in here, oh, class appears. If I remove it, oh, class disappears. Wow! Amazing, right? But the problem with it being a Boolean is, I don't know why it doesn't respect that. Because now I can tick rush and it would appear, but I untick it. And it's almost like a value is still set. Like, actually, wait, let's inspect the element. Value is an empty string. Oh. And what's the default value of them? No, it's still an empty string. It's very strange. It's a pity. But huh. I don't think I can really change that, can I? So what was the issue that I had? Can't remember, but anyway, let's move on to mission 3. This one's going to be a bit harder. Wait, is it still level 1? It's level 2. Aguilar, are you up for the challenge? Give you a potion, screwed. Should probably level these guys. You know what? Let's go level these guys. Shame. I feel bad for them now. So we can have an easier time actually doing the mission. And then I'm going to do one more. And then I think I'm going to be done. So who do we want? Tariq? We're not using Tariq. No, but we want Maximo. We only have like 2 codexes, or 5 codexes in total. Shame, who gets it? Maximo, you get to go to level 3. And I'm not waiting for that. Cool, Maximo, welcome. You're level 3 now. Don't die? Yeah. I mean, fun stuff, right? Thanks for dropping by, CyberGig. I really appreciate it. When you hear data mining or you think data mining, you know, it's like automatic scraping or whatever. And then, welcome to my stream. We data mine hardcore style. We play the game. Okay. Let's go. Wish me luck. Okay, let me reload this. And let us begin. Ah, I didn't get the mission name. Okay, never mind. So the objective is eliminate. So cool, we're gonna do that. Mission reward, we don't know until we're done. We don't know until we're done. Okay, completions, let's do this afterwards. So first thing we do is over here. We can avoid an enemy. Great, that's beautiful. So, Aguilar, you are going to jump. That is 1 navigation and 1 avoidable enemy and 1 room. So avoidable enemies 1, navigation 1, and rooms 1. Cool. Next one. There is navigation, and oh god, if Aguilar fails, yeah, this is not gonna end well. So please don't fail, buddy. Like, I don't think you can take them. Don't fall. Oh, beautiful. So those are 3 total enemies avoided. So enemies avoidable is 3 right now. That was wait, was that 2 navigations? No, that was only 1 navigation. So navigation, that's 2, navigation 2. Great. Next area is navigation again, but we're not going to use it. But that is doable, so that's 3 navigation. And that was, wait, that was another room, 3. Fourth room, enemies can be avoided. There are 3 freaking enemies. Jesus! Okay, and that is a group for sure. There are 2 groups in this area. So enemies grouped, that's 2. Not here, the previous one that I forgot about. Let us increase rooms to 4. And let's just hope Aguilar can jump over these, because if not... oh! He's gonna die! Oh, there's no way he's coming back from this. He's so bad. I really need to get my main account. Cheers, Cybergig. Okay, I don't know. Like, if Aguilar makes this, he's a legendary assassin. Let's have faith. This is what I mean by grouped. You see, they can come and one after the other. They're just gonna smack you mercilessly. Aguilar, you can do it. Come on, we believe in you. Go, go, go. Oh god. Aguilar! You can... oh god! Okay, this is the last bit. If he doesn't kill this person now, he's dead. Oh, he did it. Wow, what an MVP. Holy shit. Okay, so that's technically another room that he just automatically entered. So that's 5. What's next? Why can't I see this room? Hold up. What? What? Did I? Oh, you're supposed to go to the bottom. Okay, so let's quickly count them. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, right? That's 8, and the last one is 9. I'm seeing like a reoccurring pattern here. So that's 9. What about the enemies though? Depending on which path you take, but I guess we should account for them, shouldn't we? We don't know what enemies are inside here though, that's what makes it really hard. Because there are 2 in here and you don't know if you can stealth them, so that means I'll have to come back here to get a clear view of what can and can't be done. Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna have to come back here and we're gonna have to take the bottom part. So I'm gonna leave these stats as they are right now. Okay, send the tank in. He's not really a tank, but he's the best thing we've got. Oh god, he's gonna die. God damn it. Oh, surprised me. Okay, so that's an extra kill. That is unavoidable. That is an enemy. That's 1 for the unavoidable. We didn't see any traps, so that's good. Man, that was hard. Okay, look at these rewards. I need to fill this in. So mission name. So laid to rest. Region store 1. Number 3. Level, I think this was 2. They were at level 2. Yeah. Cost is store 5. Should be 5. Yeah. Type is loot. The objective was eliminate. Cool. The XP reward is 100 and 400 coins. Same. Rewards. 5 copper. I think that's copper. I just want to make sure. Yeah. And 5 fabric. It looks like. Yeah. Same as the other one. Oh no, never mind. That was something else. That was fabric and scrap. So 5 fabric and 5 copper ores. And was there anything else I needed? Oh yeah, power. What's the minimum power? 200. And the recommended? It can be rushed. The class is Enforcer. Now let's go do it again. This time going down the bottom lane. Aguilar, have a potion. Oh goddamn. Fine. For science. Hamid, no. You need a potion too. Because I don't think we can handle that boss otherwise. Let's start. And now we can also double check our data to make sure we're good. Okay, so the first part we definitely can jump, so that's one navigation. Great stuff. The bottom area, right, I said I want to come down here. Wait, so they're not grouped. Actually, they're not grouped. So it's one less, it's one group, because these guys aren't grouped. Grouped is they're facing you, and they're equal distance apart, so when you attack the one, the other one comes running, so that's when you want to use an area of AoE attack, sorry, that's what I was trying to say. We can assassinate them, it's 2 assassinations, so please don't fail this jump. Great. It's 1 assassination, and that was 1 jump extra, right? So that's 6 navigation in total. Yeah, and 2 extra assassinations. I don't have assassinations, really? Was I not counting them from the previous one? Wasn't there 1 cheeky assassination? It's at least 2. Okay, here's 3. And those are 2 extra enemies, by the way. They were avoidable, but we already had that as avoidable. Sure, this is gonna get confusing really quickly. Okay, so how do we handle this? Assassinate this guy. And chuck this guy in the face with a knife. Stab him. Oh, that was beautiful. That was 1 unavoidable enemy, so that's now 2 unavoidable enemies. And then there's a chest in here. Did I specify there's a chest? I did not. Hamid, get your sweet ass in there and unlock that chest. Cool. And then there's another unavoidable enemy right here. You know what? I'm gonna let you take care of it. Smack her. What? You didn't even hit her? Seriously? And now she's dodging? Maximo. Okay, so that was another unavoidable enemy. So that was 3 unavoidables and the boss. How are we gonna handle the boss? Wait, why is it hard for Aguilar? But it's easy for Maximo. He can't even assassinate him. How does that work? Aguilar has more health. He's a higher level. What? Is it because of his bonus? Wait, what is his bonus do? Attack. Oh, attack is increased by 10%. That's probably what it's referring to. I mean, hey, if you want to be the hero, here, put some armor on. You lose your critical chance, but hey, you want it to be the hero. Yep. How you like that? Oh, he actually did it. Okay, so I need to go back one more time. Oh, there's these rewards as well. I didn't see them, damn it. Because I look at that instead of rewards plus additional rewards. Okay, so we're gonna do this one last final time. This time I need to focus on the enemies, because that's the thing that I keep ignoring. I want to know exactly how many enemies are in there, and then I'm good. I think it will get easier with time, the more I do this. Okay, so first one, she can't be assassinated. That's 1 enemy. I'm gonna start logging here. So that's 1, and we can jump over. and it is avoidable. So that's one. I'm going to put an A for avoidable. And so that's 3 avoidable enemies, because they can both be avoided. And that one counts as avoidable, doesn't it? Because you can assassinate it. If you can assassinate it, it's avoidable, no? Oh no, technically it's unavoidable. Okay, so these 2, and there's one more inside there. So that's 3 avoidable, 2 unavoidable, plus the other one. That's 3 unavoidable. So we're gonna go to the top roof now. Please don't fall on your ass. I really want to go to the top. Thank you. And then these are all avoidable. So that's 6 avoidable. And then the boss is unavoidable, so that's 4. So that's a total of 10. I gotta make sure I got 10 enemies. And how's my navigation looking? Did I count them all? We have yeah, with these 2 and the one. Okay, that should be 6. Don't fail this time. You really don't want to fail. You know you don't want to embarrass yourself. Everyone's watching you. Cool. Great, that's it. Now let's just finish the boss off and we will be good to go. Only took us 3 tries. We gotta be thorough though, because there's so many things I'm tracking for. There are so many stats, but it's gonna help in the long run. Okay, so we need to update this. I said 6 avoidable, 4 unavoidable, 1 grouped, 1 chest, 3 assassinations, so 3 of them can be assassinated. No, 4 of them can be assassinated. Why didn't I update that? 4 of them can be assassinated, because 1, 2, 3, and that other one with them 4. Okay, let's look at the rewards. I'm gonna make sure I don't mess that up. So the 2 initial, copper and fabric, as well as leather scraps. How many of? 5, and 5. I believe that's iron. No, that's tin, right? Double check. That is tin ore. 5 tin ore, and just make sure that is leather scraps. Yeah, and just get familiar with the icons. 100 XP and 400 coins. Yeah. And then let's just make sure we got the rest of the. So it is laid to rest. Region 1, number 3. Are we on the 3rd mission? I forgot because I skipped the first one because we did that yesterday, didn't we? So that's laid to rest. Yeah. What are we missing? Class Enforcer, 200 power, 9 rooms, no doors, no alarms, 6 navigation, 4 assassinations. Yeah, 1. There were no traps that we saw, right? Yeah, I didn't see any traps. So we got the rewards as well. I think that's good. Yeah. Let's go ahead and submit that. And since we don't have any feedback of if it worked or not, we have to rely on our console. Tomorrow I'm definitely adding a feedback, like a little notification. I was actually working on it. Oh, we did miss something. Completions, right. You can only do 5 of them. The other thing we also need to figure out what's the best layout for me to do this in, because this is not working, the whole up and down. You know what would be nice? If I had like... Maybe I should add little like buttons, like up and down for the numbers. Oh wait, but that's not material design, is it? If we're on the mobile interface, it would be. Anyway, submit that. There we go. Mission data saved, status 201. Double check if it's in the database, just because I'm so paranoid. Once I do these first like few and I see that it's working, then I'll feel a bit more confident from there. I also want to run some tests with the data that I do have to make sure that there's not something that I'm missing, because once I start this, there's easily over 100 different missions if we're including loot, standard, story, and what was the other one? I've forgotten now, sorry, my mind is not with me. Legacy missions, right? So there's over 100 different missions plus, and imagine I miss one thing and I have to go do them all again. So I'm going to start with a few. I think I'm going to start with like 10. Tomorrow I will like mine the rest of them. We've done 3 now, so that's 7 more for the loot missions. And then from there I can figure out what kind of useful information I can extract, give recommendations based on the stuff that's happening inside. So because we have X amount of avoidable enemies, then you know you kind of want a really good stealth hero, or if they're unavoidable you kind of want a good DPS character. So that actually, you know what we can do now? Without me even running tests like that, we can look at the loot mission, and then let's look at this latest one that we did. It recommended, okay, so it recommended an enforcer. So basically a unit that's good at defense, and that actually makes sense because if we look at our data, our data basically specifies that, wait, where is it? The first one? Yeah. Our data basically specifies that there are 4 unavoidable enemies. 6 are avoidable, but part of that is unavoidable. So there's 10 total enemies. And imagine you failed avoiding them. That means you have to fight 10 different enemies, and you kind of want that DPS then. You can't avoid them all. And since there's no stealth and there's only 4 enemies that you can assassinate, that still leaves you with 6 enemies. So I think I'll base the rating on that. It's like, okay, 4 can be easily avoided. That leaves you still with 6 enemies. Because we take 6 are avoidable though. I wonder how. Yeah, I need to figure out if I need more stats, like track additional stuff. Like I have to really sit and think this through. But as it stands, that mission that we just did, 4 enemies can be assassinated. There are 10 enemies in total. 4 of them are completely unavoidable should you choose a specific room, path, whatever you take. So it also heavily depends on the user's path. Like you can go a certain path and it will end up being far more detrimental. So maybe I should have different paths as well. Like break down a mission into which path. But then how would I specify to the player, hey, you need to follow this path, you know? I don't think that would be wise. I think I should do just a general thing. But if it's generalized, now I can understand why the game recommended the DPS. But obviously it doesn't recommend anything else, because if you see here in the recommendation, all it recommends is DPS, and then you're free to choose whatever you want. But yeah, since we know there's at least one group in there, it would be a good idea to have a hero that has an AoE attack, for example. What else do we know? There's no traps, so you don't have to worry about bringing on someone that has that. There are navigations that you'll need to navigate. Those jumps that we did, and that's highly dependent on your success to avoid the enemies. So I guess that's what will be weighted in picking a suitable hero, is you have 6 avoidable enemies, you have 6 navigation, actually. That just happens to coincide, so you need to heavily ensure that the chosen hero will be good at navigation and have a high enough agility stat. That's the other thing I need to take into account, agility. But so we have to base that on 1, the base stat. and then 2, a player's own profile, which will have to be added at some point, and then take it from there. Damn, leaves me a lot to think on. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave things off here for now. I'm gonna hopefully be able to connect my main account, which will speed things up significantly, because doing these lower level areas, like I will not be able to do the higher level areas with this account, and I don't want to end up playing on 2 different accounts. This was just temporary because I couldn't get my account synced, but hopefully, like I said, Ubisoft support gets back to me and I will be able to sync my data again. But yeah, until then, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.